Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got several topics to get into, so I'm going to start off here with this announcement from Bethesda. Face new supernatural threats in Ghostwire Tokyo Spider's Thread update with haunting new areas, deeper combat, and a challenging new game mode. Coming to PS5, PC, and for the first time, Xbox Series X and S and Xbox GamePass on April 12th. And the update will be free on all of those platforms, and we'll just highlight a few of the things that are in this update. There will be more areas to explore, which includes a haunted middle school. There'll be many additions to the main story campaign for Ghostwire Tokyo. A new roguelike game mode that's going to have 30 stages that are assembled from over 130 levels. It'll also include a new expanded photo mode, and there'll be capsule machines scattered throughout Tokyo for you to collect, and of course other quality of life improvements. Now you may wonder, since this is a Bethesda game, why is it just now coming to the Xbox? Well, Sony had a 1-year exclusivity deal with Bethesda for Ghostwire Tokyo, and the game came out in 2022, which is the year after Microsoft purchased Bethesda. So most likely that exclusivity deal was already in place. But now that that's over, it's good to see this coming into Game Pass, and I'm not going to have to worry about opening up my copy for the PS5 that I haven't played yet. Although if you only have a PS5 and you've not played this yet, we've got some good news coming at the end of this video. But before we get into that, let's take a look here at this tweet from Phil Spencer about another 10-year deal. Microsoft and Ubitus, I think that's how you pronounce that, a leading cloud gaming provider, have signed a 10-year partnership to stream Xbox PC games as well as Activision Blizzard titles after the acquisition closes. Now, if you're not aware of who this company is, this is a streaming company that hosts many of the streaming games on the Switch. And that includes Control, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Resident Evil Village. So I do have to wonder, since they're so familiar with streaming games to the Switch, if this isn't an inroad to get those games onto the Switch, or maybe a Switch successor. But I do have to kind of chuckle at another 10-year deal. It's like the Oprah meme, you get a 10-year deal, you get a 10-year deal, everyone gets a 10-year deal. And I think most of these deals are all contingent on the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So if that doesn't go through, I don't think any of these deals are going to be valid. Obviously not for Call of Duty, but many of them did announce other Microsoft properties would be included, especially these streaming services. And the reason I believe that all of this is going to be contingent on the acquisition is if you go back and look at Phil Spencer's and other announcements all about these 10-year deals, they all say something along the lines of following the acquisition. So if we look at the tweet here from the Nvidia deal, it has following the acquisition. And then we have Brad Smith here, who is the vice chair and president of Microsoft, talking about the deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo. And of course it says if our acquisition of Activision Blizzard is approved. And then again we have Phil Spencer talking about the Boostroid deal, saying following after close. And then to highlight this latest deal again, it says after the acquisition closes. And again, just to highlight one more, we have the Call of Duty deal with Steam saying after we have closed the merger. So it does seem like there might be some industry pressure to get this deal to go through, as all these different entities are hoping to have these deals for either streaming or Call of Duty on their platform. And of course, Microsoft has offered a 10-year deal for Call of Duty on Sony platforms, and of course Sony turned them down, saying, well, you may cripple our version. And there's been some not confirmed quotes out there saying that some high-ups at Sony are saying that they just oppose this deal, period. So drop me a comment below if you have any guesses of who gets the next 10-year deal with Microsoft and Call of Duty. I'm thinking maybe we can see a 10-year deal signed with Texas Instruments to put it on their TI calculators. And then finally, we have the latest games coming to PlayStation Plus here at the end of March. And these are coming March 21st. And we have quite a few bangers here. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, Tchia, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. And then the game we talked about earlier, Ghostwire Tokyo, is coming to PlayStation Plus. So if you haven't played that and you only have a PS5, you'll get a chance here. And then we have Immortals, Phoenix Rising, Life is Strange 2, then Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot, and then Street Fighter V Champion Edition, Untitled Goose Game, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Rage 2, Neo, The World Ends With You, and Haven. So quite a few good titles coming to that extra and premium tier. Now if you're on that premium tier and you also have those classics, we're getting Ridge Racer Type 4 from the PS1, Ape Academy 2 from the PSP. Now this was originally announced as Ape Escape 2, so I'm not sure if that was just a typo that they later corrected, or maybe they announced just the wrong game. I didn't see the description when it was originally announced, but anyway, they corrected it. And Siphon Filter Dark Mirror from the PSP. Kind of a lackluster collection there of classics. Again, no PS2 games, as there has been some rumors that the PS2 games have been delayed because of some type of exploit that's in the current emulator. But at least there's a couple of PSP games for people to try out if you never had that system. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you can get more of these videos into your feed. And on a side note, I did start a streaming channel on YouTube called Throwing Controllers, and I do have a link to the channel in the description if you want to check that out. I want to thank you for watching and be good.